Hello, my name is Shiraz and welcome to my English and Maths channel. This is my website here where you can find loads of video lessons. My only advice to you, as usual, is learn English and use it, otherwise you'll forget it. So therefore, on my website, you'll find a lot of interactive lessons which will help you practice and use what you've learned. Right, today's lesson is on first conditional, which can be really tricky sometimes. I would strongly suggest that you watch my video lesson on zero conditional before you watch this lesson. Right, in this lesson you will learn or revise, if you've done it before, and used first conditional, which you can use to talk about future possibilities, something which is possible in the future. Okay, so today we're going to make a fun chain story in order to understand first conditionals. So we're going to try and make a chain story using the pictures below. So let's start. So here in the first picture you can see that I'm going out, and so if I go out tonight, I'll go to the cinema. Okay. So if I go out tonight, I'll go to the cinema. And if I go to the cinema, I'll watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's the name of the film that I'll watch. Okay, so if I go out tonight, I'll go to the cinema. If I go to the cinema, I'll watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, so now the next one, if I watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'll eat a lot of chocolate. Okay. Now what happens? What will happen next? If I eat a lot of chocolate, I will put on weight. And if I put on weight, I'll go to the gym. And if I go to the gym, I'll do a lot of exercise. If I do a lot of exercise, I will get fit. And if I get fit, I'll go out. If I go out, I will go to the cinema. Okay, so you get me? This is a chain story. Okay, so let's try to remember this chain story. Can you remember the first one? Yeah. If I go out tonight, I'll go to the cinema. Can you remember the next one? Yes. If I go to the cinema, I'll watch. Do you remember the name of the film? Yes, you're right. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So if I go to the cinema, I'll watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Can you remember the next one? If I watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'll eat. Yes, very good. I'll eat loads of chocolate. Okay, next one. So if I eat loads of chocolate, I'll put on weight. Excellent. If I put on weight, I'll go to the gym. Very good. Or I'll join a gym. And if I join a gym, I'll do a lot of exercise. If I do a lot of exercise, I'll get fit. Very good. And if I get fit, yes, I'll go out. And if I go out, I'll go to the cinema. And if I go to the cinema, I'll watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, so these are all of these are possible. All of these are future possibilities. So all of these are possible in the future. So you need to remember that. Okay, it's all possible in the future, right? Okay. Can you try and write your own fun chain story? Yes, if you can, pause the video now and try to write your own fun chain story. If you cannot, don't worry. Don't worry at all, because by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to write your own fun chain story, okay? So I've got a little challenge for you, and I would like you to complete these sentences. Let's see if you can do that for me. If I go to bed late tonight, I'll give you some help. We've got some pictures. Yes, very good. So if I go to bed late tonight, I'll be tired tomorrow. Okay, I'll be tired tomorrow. So it is possible that I will be tired tomorrow if I go to bed late tonight. Okay, if it's hot tomorrow, I'll give you a clue. Excellent, yes, we'll go swimming. So if it's hot tomorrow, we'll go swimming. Okay, if it's windy on Sunday, I'll yes, fly my kite. Excellent. Okay, if it rains on Saturday, yes, very good. I'll stay at home and watch TV. If you drive fast, you may. So now we are not sure. There is a possibility. Maybe it's possible, maybe not. So you may, yes, you may have an accident. Okay, so we are not certain. It is possible. Maybe it won't happen. Well, we hope it doesn't happen. Right, got some boring but very, very important stuff. So going to analyze first conditional. So if you remember from zero conditional, there is a condition and there is a result because of that condition. So if I go out tonight, that's the condition. And the result is I'll go to the cinema, okay? So the function of first conditional is that, something, we use it for something which is possible in the future. And it's almost certain that I'll go to the cinema if I go out tonight. But if I don't go out tonight, I cannot go to the cinema, okay? So we are talking about future, okay? We're not talking about now. We are not talking about past. We're talking about future, okay? So here you can see in the if clause, we've got present simple, okay? That is the condition. That will be in present simple. And the result will be in the future. So we'll use will and plus base form. So we're going to use the modal verb will and base form. So I'll go, I will go. Okay, you can also swap these two clauses and you can say I'll go to the cinema if I go out tonight. Remember, if you swap them, if you have if in the middle, okay, you don't need a comma. But if you start the sentence with if, you need a comma, okay? Right. Okay. You can also say, if I go out tonight, I may go to the cinema. So we're using a different modal verb here, which is may. So what does it mean here now? It means we are not certain. I'm not certain if I'll go to the cinema. Okay. So if I go out tonight, I may go to the cinema. I'm not certain. I'm not sure. I may not go to the cinema. So here we're using may modal verb and plus the base form. Okay. The condition will remain the same, present simple, like before. Once again, you can also swap the clauses, but remember, do not use the comma. So I may go to the cinema if I go out tonight. Okay, I hope it. Okay, let's have a look how we can make negative sentences in first conditional. Okay, so we use present simple negative forms, for example, don't, doesn't, I'm not, isn't, or aren't. And we use the negative forms for the modal verbs. So if you have will not, we use won't. So won't is the short form of will not, or we use may not or might not. So just the standard negative forms. So if I go out tonight, I won't go to the cinema. Okay, so will not is the same as won't. And you can swap them. I won't go to the cinema if I go out tonight. Okay, a little bit more boring stuff. So once again, we've got present simple negative forms and modal verbs. So here's an example for a modal verb, may or might. If I go out tonight, I might not come home until midnight. So there is a possibility that I will come after 12 o'clock, midnight. And you can swap them as well. I might not come home until midnight if I go out tonight. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Now we'll have a look at the unless mystery. Unless can be really difficult for some students. There's a very simple rule for unless, which is that unless means exactly the same as if not. So you can replace if not with unless. Let's have a look at an example. If you don't put the gun down, I'll call the police. Okay, so in the purple color you can see if and don't. So we can replace if and don't with unless. Can you try the sentence? Yes, very good. See? So it's very easy. Unless you put the gun down, I'll call the police. Okay, easy peasy. Shall we try one more? Okay, so you can also swap the clauses as we've done before. I'll call the police unless you put the gun down. Okay, let's have a look at one more example. So you've got the simple rule here, unless is if not. Do you want to try this one? If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we'll go for a picnic. So what you need to do is replace if and doesn't with unless. Yes? Excellent, very good. So if and doesn't will be replaced by unless. So unless it rains tomorrow. So the rest of the sentence is the same. Please notice that rain will be changed to rains because we're using third person singular here. So we've got does here. So we need to use s with a verb. Unless it rains tomorrow, we'll go for a picnic. Or you can swap the clauses. Okay, we'll go for a picnic unless it rains. Right, let's try one more example for unless. Remember the rule, very simple rule here. Unless is the same as if not. Okay, so if you don't study, you won't learn this. Excellent, you've got it, very good. Unless you study, you won't learn this. Okay, and you can also swap these two clauses. You won't learn this unless you study. So if you swap these two clauses, what do you need to remember? Remember not to use, very good, not to use the comma. Excellent. Right, let's do a little bit of practice by completing a matching activity. And in this activity, I would like you to match the beginnings of the sentences to the correct endings. Please pause the video and complete the matching activity on the next slide. Okay, and after that, I will show you the answers so you can check your work. Okay, so this is the matching activity. Let's do one example together. So the first one is, if the weather is fine on Sunday, we'll go to the beach. Okay, now you can pause the video and complete this matching activity. Good luck. Hello, welcome back. Here are the answers so you can check your work. I'm sure all of the answers are correct. Good job. Okay, let's do some more practice. And this time it is a speaking activity. It's an interactive activity. And I will tell you what I will or may do when and if and then I will ask you what you will or may do when if okay. And I think you should take this opportunity to improve your speaking skills by answering my question. It's true that I cannot hear you, but I would really like you to reply to my questions. So let's do the first one. Okay. I will take my kids to the park if the weather is fine on Sunday. So this is about me. Okay. So what about you? What will you do if the weather is fine on Sunday? Okay, great. That's good. That's a very good answer. Okay, number 2 here is, if it rains tomorrow, I will stay at home and watch TV. This is about me. Okay. What will you do if it rains tomorrow? Okay, interesting. Good. Okay, next one. If I don't have anything to do on Saturday, I might go to the cinema. So I might not. Okay. If I don't have anything to do on Saturday, I might go to the cinema. What about you? What might you do if you don't have anything to do on Saturday? Okay, great. Very good. Good answer. Well done. Okay, number 4 here. When I'm old, I will travel around the world. This is me. That's my plan. When I'm old, I will travel around the world. What about you? What will you do when you are old? Good, interesting, very good. Okay, number 5. I will go shopping if the weather improves. So at the moment, the weather is not great, it's raining. But if the weather improves, I'll go shopping. What will you do if the weather improves? Good, very good answer, well done. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some homework. Do you remember how many questions I asked you? 5 questions. So that is your homework. Work with a partner, okay, someone in your class or maybe someone at home, and ask them the 5 questions I've just asked you. Okay, I'm going to tell you one more fun chain story so that you can write your own fun chain story. Remember, I told you one at the start of the lesson. Okay, so we're going to read one more fun chain story. I found this on a website. It's really interesting. I've made some changes though. If Julia studies a lot, she will get good grades. If Julia gets good grades, she will go to the university. What do you think the next sentence is? Very good. If Julia goes to the university, she will spend all her time in studies. If Julia goes to the university, she will spend all her time in studies. Okay, the next one would be, if Julia spends all her time in studies, she will not have time to meet a boy. That's fun. Okay, maybe no fun for Julia though. Okay, the next sentence would be, if she, now we have a negative sentence, if she doesn't, very good, if Julia doesn't have time to meet a boy. Okay, now here you can also use unless, so that would be unless Julia has, very good, has time to meet a boy, she will not get married. So if Julia doesn't have time to meet a boy, she will not get married. And the next would be, it's really fun, okay, if Julia doesn't get married, yes, she will save a lot of money. That's really funny. Okay, so that's a fun chain story. I hope you've enjoyed it. So I'm going to give you another homework task, which is try to create your own fun story similar to the one that I've just told you. Remember, I've told you 2 fun chain stories. Okay, so that is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much indeed. I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Please remember to subscribe to my English and Maths channel on YouTube, and please don't forget to like and share my videos, only if you want. Right, thank you very much indeed, and see you later. Bye bye.